morning and happy Thursday. Today is the day, dentist day. I'm running late, like my appointment's in 35 minutes, so I need to get going, but I just wanted to come on to let you know that I'm about to go to the dentist. I'm not gonna lie, pooing my pants a little bit. I don't know why, because I go to the dentist all the time at home, but I think it's just the unknown and knowing that it will be a bit different the way they do it here, because you have to have an x-ray here. But Lewis said that they do that in England anyway if you're like a new patient. So I've got like a checkup and an x-ray, and then they'll tell me what's wrong with my tooth. I'm just dreading it. Like if they tell me, I'm just worried they're gonna say that my veneer needs to come off and be put back on, which one, I don't have time for, two, I do not have the money to pay for that here. So I'm hoping, everyone cross your fingers and pray that it's just gonna be a case that it needs to be cleaned, but I'm a bit nervous about it, and also nervous about how much it's gonna cost. Like I know the first bit's $49, but they don't tell you what the rest is gonna cost. So I'm hoping that it's not gonna be too expensive. Well, it will be, but I just want it sorted. So I'm happy to pay within reason. But anyway, just taking the dog for a little walk. Nala, have you been for a walkies? Did you go walkies? I'm gonna go out, okay? But yeah, that's the plan. And yeah, wish me luck. I'm a bit nervous, but So I've just got back from the dentist about 10 minutes ago. The weather, I don't know if you can see, is disgusting. But I was so angry when I left the dentist. She's gonna start barking. I was so angry when I left the dentist that I just didn't really want to pick up the camera and talk at that point because I was fuming. I went to this dentist, which is like a chain of dentists, like there's a few of them. And I just hate the way healthcare works over here. Like, I just really dislike it. So, for example, it's the same with doctors, vets, everything. You go in and you see like an assistant first, and then they'll do like the beginning thing. So, for example, she took an x-ray, and then the doctors, they take your heart rate, and then when you go to the vets, they take just some notes down and her weight. But I hate that, because then they go off and you're sat waiting for however long till like the main person comes in. So for today, for example, I sat waiting for 25 minutes from the time that I saw the assistant till the actual dentist come in. And before the actual dentist came in, she was like, you're gonna have to have a new veneer. And I was like, well, that's a shock, isn't it, really? Because I'm not being horrible, you just wanna take my money. So anyway, that was that, and then I sat and waited for 25 minutes. So at that point, I'm just getting more and more uptight and angry because I'm sitting just waiting in a flipping chair. Then the dentist comes in, and I assume they're just like, they see money signs and they just want to sell you everything. So she made it out like I had no hope, my tooth was dying. Hold on. So basically, according to her, well, I agree with maybe the first bit. Nala. Hello. Why don't you sit down? Hello. She said that I've got a cavity behind, I don't know why I'm putting it on my nose, behind the tooth, behind my veneer basically, and there's a tiny little hole. But I mean, the hole is the size of a pin. Like, I don't know, I don't even know what cavities are, other than I now know because I looked them up. But to me, it's tiny. It's not like, it can't be that bad. Because when I went to the dentist in the UK back in May, surely he would have known then and told me then. But anyway, she was like, oh, you've got a really bad cavity, it's terrible. We're gonna have to take your veneer off. We're gonna have to shave your tooth down. You're gonna have to, you've most probably got a cavity in your tooth, the tooth next to it. I was like, how do you even know that? Like, how do you know that? I haven't even mentioned that tooth. There's nothing wrong with that tooth. And then you'll most probably have to have a filling in that one. And then you're gonna have to have a crown fitted over your veneer. I was like, what? No. And like, she just was talking at me. Then she was like, I recommend something called gingivitis or something like that. Which is, but I was like, I have no idea what that is. You're basically selling me something else. And it was like, she was like, oh, well, it's to make all your gums even, so it's a clean finish. I was like, mate, I'm not being rude. No one's looking at my gums when I smile. I don't need no clean finish. And I was like, I don't even know what it is. So she was like, show me a video. They cut your gums so that your gums are all straight. I'm not having that. So when she started selling me that, I was like, are you just like doing the most expensive procedure possible because you want to take my money? Because it seems quite extreme that I have to have a tooth off, drilled, all this other stuff, fillings on this one, and then have a crown. Like, whoa, I'm not doing that. So then I got upset and all that jazz, and she gave me the price quote, over 3 grand. I mean, are you taking the absolute mick? And anyway, I looked it up when I got home. Well, I looked it up when I sat outside the dentist because I was absolutely livid. And they can basically just drill in behind your veneer and get the cavity out potentially without even touching your veneer. So considering that it's literally the size of a pin, surely it can't be that bad, because it's not hurting me or anything. And I'm on this like British people that live in Florida Facebook group, and I've gone on there and had a rant, and someone said their sister-in-law's a dentist and recommended it. So I may go to them for a second opinion. If not, I'm going home. I refuse to start having people out here drilling away my teeth or anything like that. I'm just not having it. Like, that's intense. After all the stuff with the dog and how much money we spent on the dog and like stuff that she didn't really need, I just feel like that's what they like to do, and I just don't want that. Anyway, I've rented on for a long time. I mean, I'm angry and annoyed, and I just can't work out. My problem is I don't know if they're telling me the truth or not, and surely that shouldn't be the case when it comes to like medical problems. Like, I know out here it's an industry, like it's an actual industry, and they're trying to sell me what they can because they want to make as much money. But that's not cool. Like, I'm not about that. Like, don't, oh, my iron's ready. Don't like try and sell me stuff for my teeth. Like, just do what you need to do. That's the cheapest, easiest, basic thing without fiddling around and ruining. Like, they wanted me to get it done there and then. They were like, do you want it now? No, I don't flipping want it now. Anyway, that's why I didn't talk when I left the dentist, because I was too angry. And then so today is basically Hannah vlogging from different spots of the house. A minute ago it was there, by a minute ago for me it was like 3 hours ago, and in there. So all I've done today is vlog from the house. So I apologise, today's vlog will not have been that exciting, but what with the dentist situation, which really has annoyed me, like it's given me a headache since I've been, my teeth have been hurting. But I think it's one of them like mind over matter things where now she's told me about it, I know it's there, so I keep telling myself it hurts, if that makes sense. But it doesn't really hurt. Well, it hasn't hurt me all week up until I left the dentist, so why is it suddenly hurting now? Which is strange. So I just need to forget about it, because I need to, like, I want to enjoy my holiday. And I've emailed my dentist back in the UK, and I think I said vet. If I said vet, I meant dentist. But I've emailed my dentist back in the UK, and I'm waiting for them to come back to me, and I'll most probably ring them in the morning, but I just want their opinion on it to see whether they were being like super extreme, or it's actually something that like either they're being extreme or like there is another way to fix it, or they were telling the truth. I don't know. But the weather is really, really bad tonight. I don't know if you can see. It just won't stop raining. Lucy's home and we bought some Prosecco to cheer me up, and like it's holiday day tomorrow, so you're meant to like be enjoying yourself and having Prosecco. But we booked our seats on the plane because I booked the basic economy on Delta, which basically means you have nothing, like no seats, no baggage, nothing. So I just got the check-in email, and I've managed to check in online. There were 2 seats together still, so that's good. So we've got them, and I've booked and paid for the cases, so that's all good. So that's like one less stress tomorrow, because I wanted to get to the airport super early because I was worried we wouldn't be sitting together, and I didn't realise it's 5 hours, like the flight's 5 hours. But that's all sorted and we're now together. And now I'm going to attempt, are you going to focus, to make these grilled halloumi peppers with honey. It sounds delicious. You're meant to have couscous, but I don't have couscous. But I opened some halloumi like a week or 2 ago, and I want to use it because I'm worried that when we come back from holiday, the halloumi will have gone hard, and then I'll be annoyed because it costs like $12 for the halloumi. Basically, it's just a lot of problems at the moment, and I feel like I've just moaned a lot today, so I apologise. But yeah, I'm gonna make that, and then I'm gonna chill for like 10 minutes to like relax because my head and all that's hurting, and then I need to pack because the clothes are still in the same position where they were yesterday on the vlog. So this is the finished result for dinner. You're most probably all gonna think, oh, it looks rubbish, but I'm really happy with it because this is the type of thing that me and Luke quite like to eat. So I'm happy with it, but it might not look that great on camera, so I apologise. But so you've got, I charred the peppers in the grill, although that is a bit too charred. But it's stuffed with quinoa. What else? Courgette, onions, tomatoes, topped with halloumi, and then I made a dressing out of honey, olive oil, mustard, and drizzled it on top. So since eating dinner, which by the way was beautiful, I haven't actually moved from the sofa other than to drink, which most probably is not great for my tooth, but do you know what? Sod it. I don't care. I really, really don't care until I speak to my own vet, my own dentist even, back in England, until they tell me otherwise and explain what I definitely need to have done, because I fully trust them because they did it in the first place. I am just gonna carry on as normal until I know what I'm doing. So yeah, that is it for today. I apologise, this vlog has been extremely short and boring, but obviously tomorrow's holiday, and when we come back the videos will be much more enjoyable because they'll be of our holiday, so they'll be longer and more interesting, and loads of good stuff will have gone on, so they'll be far more entertaining. So I apologise that today's has been short, but make sure you're subscribed down below for all the fun videos that are going to come up over the next 12 days when we're back, because obviously it will be our whole trip, and then I'll be back to daily vlogging again from there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow. Good night.